Oh, I feel so blessed in life to have this delicious, like so mild, but it's so yummy. It's hard to explain. Today, I'm going to show you how to make Korean seaweed soup called Miyeok-Guk. Miyeok-Guk is an iconic soup that all Koreans eat. Miyeok-Guk is known as the birthday soup. Miyeok-Guk is also known as the ultimate postpartum recovery soup that all new moms consume bowl after bowl because it is known to have such high nutritional value. And aside from that, the broth of the Miyeok-Guk is just so light, so clean tasting, and it literally makes your soul feel so good. And guess what? Miyeok-Guk is insanely easy to make, so you need to watch this. 오늘의 레시피, 아주 간단하고 맛있는 미역국 만들기. 오늘도 여러분들과 영어로 함께 하겠습니다. Hi everyone, this is Helen and welcome to Modern Pepper. 안녕하세요, Modern Pepper의 헬렌입니다. The full ingredient list along with the Korean products will be listed in the description box below. Now, when it comes to these dried seaweed called miyeok, you really must use Korean seaweed. And quality does matter, so when it comes to buying your dried seaweed, miyeok, try to spend a little more and get the top quality miyeok. For our recipe today, we're going to be using about 20 grams of dried seaweed miyeok. Now, I need you to remember that these dried seaweed, once it goes in the water, it literally doubles, triples in size. So we're gonna add the rest of our miyeok, dried seaweed, into a bowl. And I want you to squish it down. Make sure that our seaweed is fully submerged in water. And make sure that you're using room temperature water. And we're gonna come back to it in 15 minutes. And look at that, 15 minutes later, look how big our dried seaweed has become. Like literally double, triple in size. Then we're gonna pour our seaweed into a strainer. Now shake off the excess water. And at this point, if you touch it, it should be kind of silky and really soft. It should have the smell of like the ocean, salty ocean. And then you'll also see pieces with like kind of more firm part of the leaf. This is just the core part of the seaweed plant, and this is all edible, okay? What I need you to do next is take your shears, kitchen shears, and just roughly chop up our stringy seaweed. Turn it over and then chop some more. And then we're gonna push this to the side and let this hang out for 5 minutes so the excess water comes out. Do not rinse or wash the seaweed more. Okay, so while our seaweed is hanging out in the strainer, let's go over more ingredients. We need 1 teaspoon of sesame oil, 참기름, 1 teaspoon of minced garlic, 1 tablespoon of 국간장. So 국간장 is your soy sauce that's used for broth enhancement. And if you want to learn more about different kinds of Korean soy sauce, make sure to check the description box below on my tutorial for Korean soy sauce shopping guide. Some salt and black pepper. And for our broth, we need Dashi Pack. So Dashi Packs come in this tea bag with dried anchovies, dried shrimp, and sea kelp, and with dried vegetables. Alternatively, you could use 4 to 6 of these dried anchovies called 멸치. Just make sure that they are at least 1 inch in length, and you could throw in about 4 of these mini dried shrimp along with it too. We're gonna add about 50 grams of beef strips. Alternatively, you could also add mussels or clams, or don't add any protein at all. Now, this is my secret tip in making really refreshing Miyeok-Guk broth. We're gonna add about 150 grams of Korean radish called mu. And if you can't get this, just add those round pink red radishes instead. Set your heat to high and preheat your pot for about a minute or 2. Okay, once your pot is preheated, we're gonna lower our heat to medium. Then we're gonna add our sesame oil. Then quickly we're gonna add our seaweed. And I just want you to move this around, stir fry this for 1 minute on medium heat. I want you to know that sesame oil has a very low threshold for heat, so it is very important that you stir this around so we don't burn our sesame oil, and if you burn your sesame oil, it turns rancid, and that's not what we want. And then a minute later, what we're gonna do next is, this is the water that drained from our strainer. We're gonna add this to the pot, and you're saying, why are you adding this to the pot now? Because we don't want the seaweed to be so wet that we can't stir fry it. But this is all good, delicious flavors of our seaweed that we do not want to waste, so we're going to add it here. And we're going to add 2.5 liters of water to our pot. That's 1, 2.5. So that yields to 10 cups of water. Then we're going to raise our heat to high and take out our spatula, move it around a little bit like so. Then we're going to wait for our pot to come to boil. Now, once your pot starts boiling like so, we're gonna add our Dashi Pack. Make sure it's fully submerged like that. Then we're gonna lower our heat to medium, place our lid, and come back to it in 8 minutes. Oh wow, 8 minutes later, the sweet smell of the seaweed is making my kitchen smell so delicious already. And we didn't even season our Miyeok-Guk yet. All right, so let's take a look. Ooh, look at that. We wanna take out our Dashi Pack. So I never cook my 멸치 or my dried anchovies or Dashi Pack more than 10 minutes, because if you cook this for too long, it will start smelling funky. And we just only want to extract this delicious taste of our anchovies. Now we're gonna add the rest of our ingredients. Our soy sauce, 국간장, rinse it. Don't ever waste anything, my grandma would say. And then same thing. Then our Korean radish, mu, goes in there. Then our sogogi, our beef. Any part of the beef works. Just make sure it's not too fatty. Then we're gonna add some freshly ground black pepper, about 1/8 teaspoon. Then just make sure to mix it up like so. And then we're gonna place our lid and let this cook at medium heat for 15 minutes. All right, so it's been 15 minutes, so let's take a look. Don't you just love that bubbling sound? I'm gonna take out our Korean radish. You don't have to take this out if you wanna eat it, and I love radish in my soup. And if so, make sure to cut them into bite-sized pieces. Okay, now to seasoning our broth, I'm gonna add 1 teaspoon of salt. And this part's optional. I'm gonna add 1/2 teaspoon of 소고기 다시다. That's beef bouillon powder. You could also add 연두 instead. That's plant-based, or MSG, or not at all, okay? It's totally up to you. Make sure to mix it around. And then for now, let's turn off the heat. And of course, we have to have a quick taste test. Let's see our broth. Look at that. Oh, it smells so good, and my kitchen literally smells delicious. And it just got a little piece of the seaweed, miyeok. It is so tender and silky. Right now, the saltiness is perfect the way I like it, but obviously seasoned to taste. But boy, oh boy, all you need is some warm Korean rice and kimchi, and you have yourself a perfect meal. Look at that, our piping hot Miyeok-Guk, like, I'm gonna give myself a facial. Okay, I won't. I mean, we tasted our broth, but I'm gonna taste it again because it's just so lovely. Oh, I feel so blessed in life to have this delicious, like so mild, but it's so yummy. It's hard to explain. And then what I do next is have the miyeok, the seaweed. Like I mentioned earlier, quality does matter when you buy miyeok, seaweed. The higher quality, the silkier and the more paper thin and just so tender, okay? So, bon appetit, everyone. I know for some of you are like, ooh, seaweed, I don't know if I could, eat that. Let me tell you something. If you could eat kale, this is like 100 times tastier, and it doesn't have that weird waxy paper taste that kale is known for. This is actually silky and like paper thin, and it's so soft, and it's just like, That's all I'm gonna say. And the way I like to have it is I take a heaping spoonful of Korean rice. Mine has brown and white rice mixed in, and you put it in the bowl, and then you gently press it down, and then you make yourself a perfect spoonful like this. Bon appetit. It's like my birthday today, but it's not. So good. So good. That's all I'm gonna say. This Miyeok-Guk in general is beloved by all Koreans. We also make this for our babies. If they're able to eat human food when they're ready, we make Miyeok-Guk for our little babies. That's how nutritious and that's how iconic Miyeok-Guk is in Korean cuisine. So just saying. And then, of course, this is a must. You must have kimchi when you have Miyeok-Guk. What I do is I dunk it in here and then I wash it. And then you have it together with everything like that. OMG, does that look good or does that look good? Bon appetit again, everyone. This time with kimchi. Kimchi just took it to another level of deliciousness. Oh, so good. Make sure to make Miyeok-Guk for your birthday and for your beloved ones' birthdays, because if you don't have Miyeok-Guk on your birthday in Korean culture, it's like as sad as not having a birthday cake on your birthday. So wait. Make sure to go to youtube.com/modernpepper, click on the playlist tab and select Korean soups and stews recipe playlist, and I'll see you there so we can make more delicious Korean soups and stews together. I want to thank you for watching today, and if you enjoyed watching today's video, I want to kindly ask you to click on that thumbs up icon and make sure to subscribe if you haven't done so, and hit that notification bell, and perhaps share today's recipe with your friends and family. 여러분 오늘 재밌게 보셨으면 꼭 좋아하는 버튼과 구독 버튼도 눌러주세요. 다음 영상에서 꼭 뵙겠습니다. 감사합니다. Alright folks, I will see you in one of the videos you see right here.